Good day everyone, I am Marin M. Chape, and today I will show you on how to create a three-way toss or table of a specification. But before anything else, first is you have to prepare the table or you need to make a table. In the table, we have to put the content, instruction time, number of items, level of behavior, item format, number, and placement. Lastly, we need to put the Bloom's taxonomy of thinking skills, which are the remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluate, create, and last is the percentage. So how do you create a table of specification? Step 1. You need to determine the coverage of your exam. The first rule in making exams, and therefore in making a document called Table of Specification, is to make sure that the coverage of your exam is something that you have satisfactorily taught in class. Select the topics that you wish to test in the exam. It is possible that you will not be able to cover all these topics, as it might create a test that is too long and will not be realistic for your students in a given time. So, select only the most important topics. Step 2. Determine your testing objectives for each topic area. In this step, you need to be familiar with Bloom's taxonomy of thinking skills. Bloom has identified the hierarchy of learning objectives from the lower thinking skills of knowledge and comprehension to the higher thinking skills of evaluation and synthesis. So the Bloom's revised taxonomy has 6 categories, starting from lower to highest. First is the remembering, second is the understanding, third, applying, fourth, analyzing, fifth, evaluate, lastly, decreate. So, for each content area that you wish to test, you will have to determine how you will test each area. Will you test simply their recall of knowledge? Or you will be testing their comprehension of the matter? Or perhaps you will be challenging them to analyze and compare and contrast something. Again, this would depend on your instructional objectives in the classroom. Did you teach them lower thinking skills, or did you challenge them by making them think critically? Step 3. Determine the duration of each content area. The next step in making the table of specification is to write down how long you spent teaching a particular topic. This is important because it will determine how many points you should devote for each topic. Logically, the longer time you spend on teaching a material, then the more questions should be devoted for the area. Step 4. Determine the test types of each objective. Now that you have created your table of specification for your test by aligning your objectives to Bloom's taxonomy, it's time to determine the test types that will accomplish your testing objectives. For example, knowledge question can be accomplished easily through multiple choices question or matching types exams. If you want to test evaluation or synthesis of a topic, you will want to create exam-type questions, or perhaps you will ask the students to create diagrams and explain their diagrams and their analysis. The important thing is that the test type should reflect on your testing objectives. Lastly, step 5. Polish your terms of specification. So, after your initial draft of the table of specification, it's time to polish it. Make sure that you have covered in your terms of specification the important topics that you wish to test. The number of items for your test should be sufficient for the time allotted for the test. You should seek your academic coordinator and have them comment on your table of specification. They will be able to give good feedback on how you can improve or modify it. After their approval, it's time to put into actions your blueprint by creating your exams. So in creating TOS, it would be best to use a spreadsheet like Microsoft Excel so you could easily modify your terms of specification in case you have some corrections. So that ends my video. I hope you learned something on how creating or making the TOS. Goodbye. Thank you for watching.